Hello everyone, welcome back. So I noticed the other day while I was driving on the road that some of the 5G towers were missing those little rectangular pieces at the top that give them away as being 5G. I'm guessing they're doing some work to them. I Googled it and it says that they're upgrading. And listen, I don't understand why they got to put these things so close together. Look, this is at my work. There are two of them right there, right next to each other. And there is one just a little bit further back there you can see blinking faintly, right in between the two. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why do they need to be so close together? I see a lot of them in very close proximity. During COVID, they put these things up like wildfire, and I have been told from multiple different other people similar to myself on YouTube that these things are considered weapons by the military. You know, maybe not specifically by like, you know, your average soldier or Marine, but by people in the Pentagon and military industrial complex and other probably officers and people that know what they're looking at. They know what these things are. I've been praying a lot, honestly, that these things be destroyed. It does seem like, you know, off and on, like things are kind of flipping around. I'm like, oh my goodness, things are like, I see things pointing towards destruction for us, and then just the next day there's like, you know, that Don Lemon guy going to jail, getting arrested for what he did to that church under a specific act. I forget what it was, but he basically stormed a church, and you know, he's in jail for that. There's, you know, now more of the Epstein files have come out, and you know, people are being implemented and being focused on that weren't focused on before. You know, we were hating what the things that Bill Gates has been doing, and it seems like now he's under a lot of pressure from the new releases with the Epstein files, and you know, him with the Russian girls and getting STDs, and then slipping Melinda Gates antibiotics, and also the stuff that's going on with him being you know, forced to go to court in the Netherlands for COVID vaccine related deaths, along with the CEO of Pfizer and a bunch of other stuff that I can't even think of the name off the top of my head that's going on, that like the stuff with the election fraud in Georgia, in Fulton County with what's her name being there, Tulsi Gabbard. I love that lady. I think she's great. I think she has, along with RFK Jr., I think they both have really good like their views and what they stand for. I think it is legit, and I think they would make a good president vice president combination, like really good. I think that they would be a fireball ticket. So we'll just have to see what happens with everything that's going on. All we could do is pray. All we could do is do our best to just make sure that we're getting the right information, that we're using discernment, and go from there. So anyways, I love you guys, and please leave in the comments whether or not what you think about these 5G towers. I know that they're causing bees to freak out and leave, and there's all kind of issues with that, and bees are super important to us. Also, you know, how can these towers be used against us? Like, what can they do to us? I'm sure that they affect our day-to-day life. They affect our moods and our sleep and our overall health. So what do you know? Leave it in the comment section. Please like and subscribe, so this channel can grow and more people can, you know, see what I have to say, and that they can be like, okay, I'm going to do my own research on this, and people can start to wake up and change and come to Christ. That stuff is important. And these, what I see to be the last days. I don't know if it's going to be 10 years, 40 years, 50 years, 100 years, maybe even a little longer than that, but things are rolling along. Now the world has the technology to completely enslave us and kill off a whole bunch of us at a time, you know, through a lot of different means, through a lot of different ways. So, but something is stopping that from happening, and I'm guessing it seems to be spiritual warfare at this point, because I don't understand why they're not getting what they're wanting, but it really is a couple of big fish. And I'll say big fish because they have a lot of money to do stuff and pull strings, and we don't. A lot of us don't. But we are a whole bunch of little fish that can, like piranhas, little piranhas that can attack and disable these big fish in lots of different ways. I'm not just talking about with Second Amendment ways. So anyways, I love you guys. Like I said, as always, like and subscribe. Jesus loves you, I love you, and I'll see you next time.